right on in the middle. Just one more hitter. I think that might have been on the That's good. Uh-oh, your dad's coming over. Block it out. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. This is actually phenomenal. Spanish. Oh, okay. Keep it down here. Thank you. Like it's smacking out of that background. This whole time I go over. Thank you. I do. Yep, thank you. Hey, parents. So if I just started singing, no, into the mic. Yep, yep.
Obviously really excited and proud of this team to make another first step in program history of winning our first win at a Super Regional. Mizzou's a tough team. They're really resilient and playing in this environment was great for us. Just love to see the way the team competed and did so many good things throughout the game.
Marissa, what went into the decision to make the pitching change so early, and then what did you see out of Cassie?
I really felt the strike zone was not in Jayla's favor right from the start. We also weren't playing our best defense behind her. Cass is a totally different look. You could tell that Mizzou had prepared down, and Cass is really, really good up in the zone getting swing and misses.
Y'all took some really good at-bats off of Crings today. I was just wondering what the approach was and why you think you were so successful against her.
Yeah, my goal for today was to come in with like no fear. I just wanted to play free. As a senior, it's like my last Super Regional, and so I just want to have fun with it. Like Coach said, this atmosphere is amazing. The fans, like they're very loud, and it's just a fun atmosphere to play in. So I get like no fear going in. Just want to have some fun and look for something hard to hit.
Cassidy, it looked like you got more and more comfortable, more and more confident as the game went on. Can you speak to that, just kind of your poise in the circle?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the faith and confidence that I have in my defense. I know that if there's anywhere that I fall short, if I leave a pitch hanging, I have 8 phenomenal people to back me up. So I'm really allowed to like kind of play free and play loose, which is when I think I play my best. So being able to play with that confidence and kind of know that no matter what happens, I have a phenomenal team to back me up. It was just really easy to pitch my best.
Cassidy, when Jayla starts a game, oftentimes she's going to finish that game. This time, not the case. What allowed you to stay ready and be able to come in so early and immediately make an impact on the game?
Yeah, I think that all of our pitchers have a different look, and I think that we know that. I could tell kind of what Coach Young said, that the umpire for sure wasn't in Jayla's favor, and they had prepped super hard for Jayla down in the zone. So kind of just going in and knowing that I can trust my stuff and let my stuff move and spin. And Coach Young and I had a conversation prior to this about how throughout this year I've done a lot of kind of trying to be perfect on the field, and that's not how I play my best. So she kind of gave me the freedom to just play loose and play free and go in there and throw my best stuff. And yeah, just we're a really great team, and we always have each other's back, and we're always there to beat each other up when somebody falls short.
Marissa, it seemed like there were players throughout the lineup who got hits tonight. Just how balanced is the lineup top to bottom?
I think that we're a great team. Every day it's somebody different showing up and stepping up in big moments. I think that our coaching staff does a phenomenal job of preparing our team for what's to come, making sure that the people off the bench are ready to go, and they are so excited for their number to be called, and really do a job for their teammates. So we are not about one individual player. They're not about themselves. They really play collectively for each other.
Marissa, just more a little bit on the pitching change. Was that something that you were prepared to do coming into today, or was that kind of a spur of the moment decision?
Absolutely. This is postseason. It is win or go home, and we have a great pitching staff. We're going to have all hands on deck. We knew going into this that it would be a chess match between us and Mizzou, and so we had both Cassidy and Lily Walker ready to go, and it's always an in-game, see what's happening, see what we need in the midst of the game to make a change. And again, just hats off to our players who continue to mentally and physically be ready when their number's called.
Yeah, Francesca, obviously you had the big home run today where your team was down 1-0. That's not something you guys are too used to, is coming from behind. But can you speak to the lineup being able to help out your pitchers when you were able to come up with a couple of really big innings there?
I mean, they scored first, and I know our team is really good about not getting down on ourselves. I mean, they scored early, and we know our bats are hot and our pitchers are hot, and so I think we had all the confidence in the world that we were going to get those runs back. I just saw a pitch I had and did what I could with it, and had the rest of the lineup follow suit, so it was great.
Coach, first super win in program history. What does today's performance say about the team's character and what makes Team 7 so special?
They've been on a mission for this all year long from day one, and I feel like we've had a lot of adversity and a lot of challenges, and I'm just really proud of their growth throughout this season. We've continued to get better and challenge them even in the days that we win. We're looking for ways to get better, and they just showed up big today.
And then Frankie, last question for you. You started a few rallies in the last several weeks. Why do you think you've had so much success helping the team in that way?
Yeah, as I said earlier, I think being a senior, my goal in this postseason is just to play free with no fear, having no regrets going out, no matter the outcome of the game. Just having fun with it. This could be the last weekend, hopefully not, but it could be, right? So just wanting to have the most fun I can with this last group of girls, and do what I can to help the team win.
Coach, when you look at the outings that both Jayla and Cassidy had in the circle, does that affect or consider your decisions at all for pitching heading into tomorrow?
Yes and no. Again, we've got a great staff, and I feel like we have a 1-1 combo. So we'll get back to the hotel, watch some film, and reevaluate. But I know that both of them will be ready to go again tomorrow.
Great, thank you.
Thank you guys.
I want it. Okay.
Thank you guys.
We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up for questions from the players, and then we'll open it up for questions from Coach.
Duke won more pitches than we did. We had our opportunities. We left 8 on base, so I think that hurt us early on in the game, and they do continue to get better throughout the course of the game and took advantage of some defensive mishaps, and I thought they made some great adjustments. And I know that we're a better team than we played today. We just need to win more pitches, and that comes down to it. I thought we had opportunities to be able to score more runs and capitalize on those situations, but Duke just won more pitches today.
To open it up and start with Jenna, Jenna, this team, obviously, you saw what they could do last weekend playing with your backs against the wall like that as they have to win tomorrow. What was the message in the locker room after taking a loss today?
Again, just like last week, Coach came in and she said we've been here before. So we know that last weekend when we lost first game, we had our mindsets to play 4 games. I mean, we're set on playing 2 more games tomorrow and Sunday, and I think that's the whole entire team believes that.
For Maddie, you start off with Jayla in the circle, are hitting against her quite well. They bring in Cassidy, can't quite find that same success. Duke credited that to the work that they did up in the zone. Were you finding difficulty hitting those pitches, especially higher up in that strike zone?
Yeah, I think we just had extreme intent against Jayla at first. We were hunting balls up the thighs, so that was what we were looking for. But then the change of eyesight kind of just messed with us a little bit, but we'll be right back tomorrow.
For both of you, Coach mentioned it. The first 2 innings, you left 5 on base. Did Did that feel at the time like a missed opportunity at all?
I genuinely don't think that was a missed opportunity. I mean, yeah, it would have been great to score those runs, but I still had faith in my lineup. We all had faith in each other that we were going to still score those runs. So, I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a bad thing, but it would have been better if we did score those runs, obviously.
For Maddie, did the pitching change kind of catch you guys off guard a little bit? Did it surprise you that it came so early?
We scouted everybody. We were prepared for everybody. We thought we were going to get Jayla the whole game, but we attacked her well, so the switch made sense, obviously, for Duke, but we were ready for everybody.
Any other questions for players? Awesome. Thank you both.
Thank you.
I'm going to start off with the same question. Did the pitching change, did it surprise you? Did it catch you off guard a little bit that it came so early in the game?
I mean, when anybody makes a pitching change, it doesn't matter if it's in the second or the third inning or if it's in the seventh inning. It's a big adjustment to go from a drop ball pitcher to someone who cuts the ball up. They had a good game plan, and it just takes a little bit more discipline and intent to be able to execute, because you have to completely change your swing and change your eyesight and change a lot of your approach. We just weren't able to make those adjustments fast enough.
You mentioned defensive mishaps. You didn't have any unearned runs, but the play where they scored from second, then getting the extra run in the seventh inning, can you kind of talk about that aspect of it?
Yeah, I think the ball off the wall in the left center gap, I think we can do a better job in getting that ball in a little bit faster and maybe have a play at the plate. That turned into a double, and she scored from first base. There was that opportunity. I think in the first and third, that was not the intent of the play in the first and third. So I think there was another missed opportunity. But again, they scored 5 runs with 2 outs. And that's really where we need to elevate and shut the door, where we're getting 2 outs and being able to make better pitches, make better plays behind our pitches. But I really think it came down to making some better pitches in those situations so that they're not manufacturing a lot of runs with 2 outs.
Curious what you thought about, Lauren's outing today and kind of maybe how did you game plan for her?
I thought she threw okay, well enough to be able to win. Her changeup was a little up in the zone, which is why they were able to make contact with it. That was the home run, was a changeup, and it was elevated a little bit. I think that Duke did a really good job eliminating her drop and her rise, and they were able to sit on her curveball. And that's real. Krings and I have already talked about that we weren't able to get ahead with different pitches, so then they were able to really just sit on one pitch.
Coach, the bottom 6 in the lineup, I think, went 1 for 17 today. Just what's the key to having that consistency throughout the lineup?
And I'll go back and I'll watch a lot of video, and I think that we took some hittable pitches. And it's kind of double-edged sword. Like, there's times that you're looking to get on base. Like, you're looking to draw a walk, you're looking to work the count. But at the same time, if we're missing the opportunity to be able to jump on the best hittable pitch we're going to see within the at-bat, we have to have better intent in our movements to be able to be on time. If we're having a take mentality, we're not on time even when we take. So then we're not going to have a good swing when we put it off. So that's something I'm going to really look at the bottom of the lineup. Maybe I got to mix some people around a little bit that are seeing the ball a little bit better.
Did you see that change, especially after the pitching change, or was it something you even noticed early on, even when you took the lead?
I thought when we started the game, we were moving ahead on every single pitch. We were taking some she was making some unbelievable pitches that they get a lot of people to swing at, and we had a really good eye and really good discipline. When they made the pitching change, I felt like we didn't have that same discipline, that we were maybe caught a little off guard in being able to flip that switch on what our approach is. Like I said earlier, like going from looking at the bottom of the zone and establishing what is the bottom of the zone to now all of a sudden changing the eye level to the top of the zone. Very different look, and we just weren't able to make that transition that fast enough.
Jenna referenced last weekend, and you talked about it earlier in the week. Did you see anything out of your team in the last 30 minutes that you like about the mindset, don't like about the mindset?
I think there's the confidence that we've been here before. Like, this isn't unfamiliar territory. We played with our backs up against the wall for 4 straight games. So it's not anything that they're going to be shocked. They know what they need to do. It's really just evaluating how can we be better tomorrow? How can we be the better team? How can we win more pitches? And when you go into, and if I can make the analogy to last Friday, we didn't play our best softball. And I don't think today we played our best softball. I think Duke played a much better game than we did. So we have to go out and we have to take care of what we can control and win more pitches all the way across the board than Duke.
What are some things that you think the team needs to elevate heading into tomorrow to scratch season?
Make better pitches with 2 strikes. Shut the door once we get 2 outs. We got to control the momentum. Duke does a very good job. They're a very momentum-based team, and they get multiple base hits in a row. They score a lot of their runs late in the game. They've been doing that all year long. So we have to be able to feel that they have the confidence and the momentum on their side and shut that down. Offensively, we have to look to move every single pitch. We can't be in evaluation mode. We have to be in an attack mode. And when we're in attack mode, we are extremely tough. We're very disciplined. We have great eye and great command, and we put good swings on good pitches. And then defensively, we just got to make the plays behind, like what the game tells us to do, and we can't try to do too much. When we're an aggressive team, we're a really, really tough team to beat. And when we're passive and we let the opposing team control the rhythm and the timing, then we're a little bit more on the defensive side. So we just have to be aggressive, go after it, take the ball, play our game.
Any last questions? All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.